So hello everyone, welcome back to the channel one more time. I am Dipayan and this is the FZ25, and today I'm going to share with you all the immediate modifications that I did to this motorcycle after I bought it. Now these are a few soft modifications which I did to the motorcycle to make it more usable, to make it more daily use friendly. Okay, let's start with the modifications that I did. Now the number one modification which you could see is this windshield. I borrowed this windshield from FZS25. Now in FZS25 you have this windshield and also the handguards. Now I'm not that big fan of the handguards, so I didn't go for the handguards, but this is something which caught my eyes, so I went for this one and it costed me around 550 rupees. I had it installed from the company itself because a lot of hardwares were also required to have this installed, so that is done. The second modification which I did was to install these Mad Dog Scout X auxiliary lights to the motorcycle. Now what I personally feel is the stock headlight which is provided by the company is good enough for the city usage, but for occasional dark roads and highway roads you need certain extra lights in your motorcycle, right? So that's why I went on and I installed these Mad Dog auxiliary lights, and for these I had to source the fog light stay. Now this is from a company called Luvia Industries. I got them online and it is tailor made for FZ25. So you just got to open this complete face and then install this, and then have the lights installed on this. So I have a dedicated video on that. If you're interested, you could search in my channel and you would get that, where I show how I installed the Mad Dog lights, and I also explain the electrical part of it, the connections and everything. So it's already there in my channel, you could check that out. I also replaced the indicator bulbs, all the 4 indicator bulbs, with Simtac LED indicators. They were conventional incandescent bulbs, so I had replaced them with LED units. Now they glow really well in the daytime as well as at night. That's another thing which I did. Also I installed these horns. Okay, there's one on this side and one on the other side. So I replaced the stock horn which was here. I had removed the stock horn from the motorcycle which was installed here and installed these horns. Now these horns are made by a company called Nico. Now they are the stock horns which are installed in Honda Highness CB350 DLX Pro. So in that model you get 2 horns provided by the company. So I bought these horns from Honda. They costed me around 250 rupees each, and then with the help of these fog light mounts, as you could see, these fog light mounts, so I installed them in the crash guard. So these fog lights mounts are also very easily available online as well as offline, so you could get them and you could also install them in the crash guard, and they are looking absolutely well with the bike. I mean, it's not looking out of space. Another thing which I did was this particular grip you see. Now this is not the stock FZ25 grip. Okay, I borrowed this grip from Yamaha R15 version 3. Now why version 3? The grip on the throttle side is technically the same as the FZ25. That's not the case with version 2 or version 1, but version 3 technically it is absolutely the same with the FZ25. So you need to go for the R15 version 3. Now there is a particular flaw in these, that is you get a little bit of gap over here. Okay, now these are a tad bit smaller than the stock FZ25 grips. I personally didn't like the FZ25 grips since they were not soft enough for a comfortable feel while you ride the motorcycle. Now few people these could be eyesores, so it all depends. To me, the comfort level and the feel when I hold the handlebar gets more priority than the look of it. So that's why I went for these grips. And over here you find the Mad Dog Switch Pro for the auxiliary light, and this is another switch which I had installed. This is also from Mad Dog. Now this is for the hazard indicator. Now this is not a pattern hazard indicator. You get them in the market as well, where there are a lot of patterns which is available which you could change and you could use. Now I'm not that big a fan of those. What I just need is a hazard system in my motorcycle for a hazardous situation where I could glow it up, maybe in the highway or maybe somewhere in the street when I stop suddenly, or I need to I have an emergency situation. So that's why I just need to just a plain and simple hazard light, and I'm very much accustomed to it. So that's why I went on and installed this switch and made a custom connection for the hazard system. So that's there. Now coming to the next mod, that is the tank pad. Now I got them from Amazon. They are made by Autolog Design. I'm pretty sure that you are aware of this company. Now it comes in a set of 3. Okay, one is over here, and the other one is here, and the last one is over here. Now they are very functional, and at the same time they enhance the look of the motorcycle to a big extent. Now that's also another thing which is personal opinion based. To me, they look really dope, and that's why I went on and purchased them and installed them. They are pretty costly. I forgot the price. Sorry guys, I forgot the price about them, but somewhere around 1200 rupees they cost. So that's there. Yes, while buying the motorcycle, I had installed the main stand. As you could see, the FZ25, earlier, in BS4 models, it used to come with pre-installed with main stand, but from BS6, due to some reason, company, removed the main stand, and they supplied the motorcycle with only the kickstand or the side stand. So but this is something which is very, very important for someone like me, who likes to maintain his bike by himself. I like to clean the chain, lube the chain by myself, and also do certain other service related job for the engine and many other parts. And for that purpose, a main stand is very, very important. And since this bike already had the provision of a main stand, so it was not a very, very big deal to have this installed. You could just, if you want, you could just go to the Yamaha workshop and request them to have a main stand installed in your motorcycle. This is the same main stand which goes on and gets installed in the FZ 150 series motorcycle. So there would be no big deal to get them and installed in your motorcycle. It should cost you around 1000 to 1200 rupees with the labor charges. So that's not a very big deal. You could have it installed in your motorcycle as well. So that is another thing which I did immediately after I bought the motorcycle. Now these are a couple of things, guys, as I mentioned, which I did in my motorcycle. Certain changes, certain modifications which I did to the motorcycle immediately after I bought the motorcycle, just to make it more usable, more rideable in daily basis. Apart from these, there are a few things which I would like to do in this motorcycle in near future. Okay, not immediately, but in near future, very, very soon. The number one thing which I had marked, are the tires. I am not very happy with them. Now they do their work decently, not a very bad set of tire. No, I won't say that. But to get the full potential out of this particular motorcycle, you need better and more grippier tires. Now these are not radial, these are plain and simple nylon tires. The company has provided them just to keep the cost at check. So I would like to upgrade to radial tires in near future. Maybe I would go for Apollo Alpha H1s. Now that is something which is there in my mind, as those tires have very good reviews. A couple of friends using it, and they have all good things to say about it. So that's why I would like to replace them, but not immediately, since I don't want to lose out on the value which is there. I just don't want to replace it now, since it's absolutely new. The bike has done for around 1100 kilometers only. So maybe after a couple of thousand kilometers, I would replace them with the radial tires. That's another thing which is in the list. And yes, another thing which I would like to change in this motorcycle is I would like to switch to a better engine oil. Now this is also another thing which is very subjective. Like the stock engine oil provided by Yamaha is not bad. It is also 100% synthetic, and it is very pocket friendly. But the problem is, when you ride this motorcycle extensively, when you ride this in different climatic conditions, like the climatic condition in Kolkata, it becomes too hot at times. So in such temperatures, after riding the motorcycle for a prolonged period, the performance of the engine decreases due to the engine oil. So that's why I would like to upgrade the engine oil. I would perhaps go with Motul 300V Easter based engine oil, full synthetic engine oil, 10W40, so that I get better performance out of the engine, with regards to smoothness, with regards to outright performance and all such things. So in any which way, that is going to be a better option for this motorcycle. Okay, so that's another thing which I would like to do. The bike has done around 1100 kilometers now, so I would switch to the Motul 300V once the bike clocks around 2500 or 3000 kilometers. And definitely there's going to be a video in my channel regarding how I change the engine oil, how I change the oil filter, and do kind of a service to the motorcycle. So please stay tuned for that, as well as a lot of technical videos are also coming up with regards to this motorcycle. And yes, I have ordered a top rack for this motorcycle, since I plan to install a top box in this motorcycle. So the top rack, I had ordered it from a company called Meg Deals. It's on its way. So once it arrives, I'm going to install it in the motorcycle, and I have the top box with me, so I'm going to install the top box also. Now see guys, I generally don't like to carry a backpack when I ride a motorcycle, because it creates some sort of discomfort. You need to carry bare minimum stuffs with you, like the documents of the motorcycle, or maybe a few knickknacks, maybe a few small bags or something, a bottle of water. I generally carry a flask of black coffee, since I'm a coffee addict. So all these things I need to carry when I go for a ride, or go to any particular place. So that is the reason I would like to install a top box, so that I do not have to carry them in my shoulders. Now it makes life a lot more easier, guys. It helps you to enjoy and focus on your riding much more when you're absolutely free in the motorcycle. You're not carrying anything in your shoulders. So that's another thing which is coming up, guys. I'm going to install the top rack and the top box, and of course there's going to be a dedicated video on that as well. So that's another thing which is going to come up. So yep, these are a few modifications which I did to this motorcycle immediately after I bought it, to make it more user friendly, to make it more rideable in a daily basis. You could also do it to your motorcycle if you want to. I just hope that all these information helps you to make a proper decision regarding modification of your motorcycle. And a lot of other modifications and technical upgradations for this motorcycle would be coming up in this channel soon. So if you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing to my channel for all such information coming your way. And also do hit the notification icon beside it, so that you do not miss any update whenever I put it up in my channel. So I hope you liked this video, guys. If you liked the video, please do hit the like button and share this video with your friends and family. Well, have a very good evening ahead, guys, and be happy in life. Happy riding. Bye bye.